Hey guys, welcome back, and yes, let's see what's gonna happen today. So we've got news now in the next minute, so let's take my face off and let's look at what we can expect here quickly. Let's see on the 15-minute. Alright, so we literally dabbed into this liquidity that was set out yesterday. Guys, we've got so much liquidity up here, so this could be the day, and there's some liquidity right in the middle of that old first fair value gap, and we've seen some nice up move here. Looks like there's some momentum there, but I'm not going to trade anything, and we're going to wait for this news to play out, which is now happening. Right, so let's see. Right guys, let me know what type of levels are you looking for. You think we're gonna be bullish or bearish today? Let me know some comments below. Also, don't be shy to like the channel or this video. That helps me on the on YouTube. Alright, so now we're just gonna sit and wait to see. We've touched in here. Let's do this quick. Sorry. Alright, so there's a bit of a gap here, so we could see 50% of this get filled. Let's do that. So we could see price coming down to this level. Ah, come on. Right, so we mark that out, so we could see price going to that level. And then we'll just have to watch. Okay, so this first candle of news played out. So below, just below this candle, there's liquidity. As you can see, there was a big push down and then a bit of a pullback into the mid-range. And that is just telling us that grab people short, breakout of this low, and now we trap them in mid-range. So we could potentially go up and then come down again, or go down and then go up. Either way, all I'm saying is the top end of this candle there's liquidity, bottom of this candle there's liquidity. And normally on these red folder candles, you'll see price run both sides of them. Alright, so let us see. Good morning, Steve. Alright, hi guys. Thanks for joining. Hopefully we can make some good money today, or good profits. Let me know what you guys think. Are we gonna be bullish today, bearish, or are you just sitting on the side for now? Well, we wait. Right guys, as you can see, I was gonna drag it all out. Alright, as you guys can see, on this 4-hour chart, I've got so much liquidity, and there's a lot going on here. We're still in this fair value gap. For us to be bullish to all of this liquidity up here, we gotta close above this high here, and this high is literally this fair value gap here. So we want to see that fair value gap get inverted and then expect price to expand higher. Alright, for now let's go back to the 1 minute, and yeah, let's give it some breathing room here and give it a minute here. I'll be back now. All right, so let's see if we can see some liquidity. I mean, it looks like this was a sweep here, but we could see a sweep lower. That's the 50% of the opening gap. Let's just mark that. 50% open gap. Now I know what that is. I would not trade in this range, to be quite honest, because you could try get to a high and then drop again, or you know, it can play both sides. I would want to see, in my personal opinion, I would like to see price run this low first, dab down here, and then try to go higher. And the reason I say that is to show you guys. I'm going to go down to a weekly chart here. If you really look at this whole week, I lost 4 weeks, down, 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 down. Maybe it's only next week where we're going to end up higher. And if you look at this white candle, white candle, white candle, and then there was 1 week where it was a black candle and then continuation, black candle, continuation. If we want to go down to these lows here, or even this low, or these lows, it would make sense for price at least to take a breather and maybe have a up close week before we continue lower. That's what I'm expecting. I mean, this thing can just continue lower. I'm not saying it's got to do it. I just expect at some point now we've got to see some sort of a pullback. Not a pullback or up close week. So maybe we close where we are now, and then next week we close up in this. Let's mark this out. Just want to show you guys up in this little imbalance between those 2 weeks there. So maybe that's where we're gonna test and then go down. Alright, let's go back to the 1 minute and see what we have. Alright, so we've taken that high out. Now the question is, are we gonna come down to this end here? And therefore we're gonna have to keep an eye on things. Let's see when we've taken this out. Right, so it's all this liquidity. So if we're gonna go higher here, geez, I would really think. I mean, if you look on the left here, there's lower high, lower high, lower high, equal highs, lower high, lower high, lower high, and now we're at this lower high. So at least to break through this high, yeah, if we want to go higher to those levels up there. But that's just me, and all we got to do now is have a look. Also, sorry, I just want to go back to the 15. This is also creating liquidity, like a trend line liquidity. So that's why I mean, it makes sense to come down to this 50% here to run these lows. Doesn't have to take this low out, could, but I'm not saying we're going to go there now. So let's just be safe. I'm just trying to highlight all different scenarios so you guys can make a good decision, and then obviously for us to keep an eye on things. Alright, so this is where we are now. We dabbed into this fair value gap. And now we can target this low and this 50% over here. So if you want to make targets on big wicks like this, so obviously the low of that wick is a target. The opening gap 50%. I'll mark that as a target. Don't know if we're going to go there, but 50% of a wick is also a target. If you have no other targets, it's always good to mark this out. If you want to target a bunch of things, 1, 2, 3 targets. And that's where if you've taken the trade up here, to start scaling in and scale in and hold the smaller piece for, that would be a home run down there, and then see how price moves from there. And as it is, another fair value gap here. Like to see some sort of a deeper move in there. Let's try it. I mean, we can go there or all the way down there. See if we get this trade. And then also, if you mark this out, yeah, you see this thing should at least spike higher. Yeah. Alright, so let's see, because we broke that now. Maybe that's not where we're going to go now. Alright, because we closed below that, actually just going to take this off. And but if you look at this carefully, this black candle and this candle equal highs just underneath this fair value gap. That's liquidity. So we could, if we drop down here and we get a buy down here, that would be your first target, and then you want to break through this area here to go higher. But that would be your, I mean, a bread and butter type of target if you can get the right entry down here. So let's see if we're going to get bounced from that 50% there. Right, let's see if we're going to get that bounce or just move straight through. Okay, let's see if we can get it. Maybe this white candle here will hold price to go lower. Maybe we don't get that spike in there. So that black candle touched that wick of that white candle and immediately move lower. Look, if we're going to go down here, I'm just going to take this off. Right, we're not going to jump into trades here just like that. We're going to wait for good opportunities here. Alright, let's see. It would have been nice to see some sort of I know we went into this fair value gap up here, but nice to see some sort of inversion down in this area here, and then take a trade to take, you know, obviously target this low down here. Maybe we still see that spike in this area here. Just give it some space here. Moving slowly. Slowly we're going to see reaction now. Okay, so let's see. Just got to be patient here, guys. Strange, we don't get any entry there, but it's fine. If we're going to go down and we see a turnaround, then we'll just have a look for that opportunity here. Back in that range where price is moving slowly here. Just give it some breathing space here. Maybe we still see that some sort of a spike up before it comes down. What I was going to say is, Okay, see how this 50% of this wick. So let's see if it's actually going to break through this. Be nice. Look, I'm not in any trades yet, so alright, so there we go. We obviously see the push down now. See if we're going to take that low out. Guys, I don't know what's going on. There seems to be a problem with my OBS. And it keeps dropping frames here. Right, I'm going to keep going here. See if we can get to this, if we can get picked up here, and yeah,